How's it going, guys? Yeah? Woo! Right, there's my name in yellow. Fucking get in. Right. So yes, we work for a business called Automated Creative. We're set up with a mission to try and reinvent advertising with artificial intelligence, which we haven't managed to do yet. But in the pursuit of doing that, we have a product which is fundamentally, we make ads for big brands that work really well, really cheaply, and really fast. And I'm not going to talk much about us, other than the fact we're growing very quickly and we're hiring. So these are our clients. We're looking for someone with quite a lot of account experience. So if you're bored of working for your shit PR agency, you want to kill yourself, come and help reinvent the future of advertising with us. Anyway, enough for the sell of that stuff. Right, okay. I started writing this presentation yesterday and then did a massive kind of U-turn a few hours ago. When I read an article by a previous speaker of ours, no, I'm not going to do that. I fucked all this up. Right, okay. So Victor, who spoke previously at our event, he works for Synthesia. He's like way younger than me, way better looking, way more successful. So I just fucking hate him in general. But brilliant company, and he wrote this this sort of manifesto about their vision of the future of synthetic media, and it really struck a chord with me because we, as a team, have been talking about where we think all this is going, and he'd written it in this kind of beautiful 500-word essay, far more articulately than I could have ever done. So I'm just going to basically rip off his article, but it did come from him, with his permission, sort of. Right, so I've kind of blown this already, but this is a beauty blogger called, I don't know how to pronounce that. Please help me out. She will do live stream beauty blogs, but what her audience didn't know is that actually she used a kind of facial filter, facial manipulation all the time when talking about her beauty tips. And then there was a kind of glitch in the matrix. Glitch. Right, okay. So there was in her internet connection, and it and it transpires that she's actually 58, and this is what she actually looks like. And then she's sort of turned it around and said it was all deliberate. But yeah, the point is, she convinced millions of fans that she wasn't, in fact, this charming 58-year-old looking lady. Anyway, so. I should have done this slide earlier. Well, that's what you get for not practicing, isn't it? Anyway, so where are we now in advertising? Generally speaking, advertising relies very heavily on human-made assets, and then people take those assets, turn them into ads, and then media agency put money behind those ads. It's been like that for a while. It tends to be what happens mostly. Yes, there's things like dynamic businesses and programmatic do things kind of differently, but fundamentally there's a human somewhere making the visual and written assets. So what we're going to see is the rise of what is being called synthetic media. So we had old media, TVs and shit. Then we had new media where most of us grown of our careers, and sort of democratized distribution, allowed any brand of different sizes to publish content successfully on social with tiny budgets compared to traditionally what was needed for a TV campaign over here. But we're moving into a space called, that's talked about as democratized creativity, where we're going to get tools so that all of us can make high quality, high fidelity content for not very much money and very quickly. So things are going to move in that direction. And here's an example of some synthetic media. This is Adobe Sensei. This is a tool this is a kind of computer generated image from a GAN, as far as I'm aware. So I mean, all this stuff is pretty cutting edge, but actually this stuff will become very commonplace. You just draw a doodle and actually just create a very realistic image on your right hand side. And we can see history really repeating itself here. With new technology, it's usually available to brands with big budgets. So if you wanted to have a TV ad back in the day, you needed megabucks to make that TV ad. You needed megabucks to get it out there in media. If you wanted a website, back when I started my career, you had to pay tens of thousands to make even a very simple website. Now you've got Squarespace, it can bang it out instantly for 14 quid a month or whatever it is. And we've seen brands build themselves with very little media budget. I was interviewing the CMO of Monzo at Mad Picnic the other week, and they had a £50,000 a year marketing budget. And to use that to claim a sizable chunk of the financial services market in the UK is amazing. So all these very expensive things become affordable over time, is the point. And so synthetic media will allow all of us, or brands with very small budgets, to produce very big budget type content. And one industry this is thinking of shaking up is Hollywood. So you can take a fairly naff film and pour 50 million quid's worth of CGI on it, and it becomes like a relatively interesting film, i.e. Avengers films or whatever. But when that technology is available to kids in their bedrooms, then Hollywood will come under attack, because great stories with great high fidelity content can come from anywhere. But we're not there yet. We've seen the technology that's available in music become affordable to everyone. Quite interestingly, Max, one of our speakers tonight, used to be at Juke Deck, who I think just sold to TikTok. I'm sure he's not going to talk about that, but anyway. And we've seen Photoshop and the Adobe Suite show how easy it is for small brands to create like visual content with statics. But when it comes to video content, we're left behind. You can't cheaply and easily and quickly create high fidelity video content. That's why Hollywood have millions of pounds being spent on thousands of people to make this stuff. It's not cheap, it's not easy, but AI is changing that. So AI can now make video content. It's kind of tricky to tell apart from human-made content. Because you're at this event, I'm sure you've seen a lot of this stuff already, but this is an AI-generated image. We have a Google Assistant, or one Google tool that can just a chatbot that can basically book a restaurant on your behalf. We've got Synthesia, as mentioned, changing the way that people's faces talk, to make them talk lots of different languages. And OpenAI created a automatic text generation service that was deemed so dangerous that they've had to keep it under lock and key to defend the world from fake news. So AI is taking great strides. So currently where we're at with human-led creative content, very expensive, you need an expensive ad agency to make that video content. It's kind of being kept from mass communication, because you can only really afford to make one thing, so that one thing has to go out to everybody. Whereas using AI, if you can produce this stuff quickly and cheaply and on your own in your laptop, well, then there's no need to do this. And in Victor's view, which is also our view, is that hyperreal avatars, chatbots, and interactive videos will come as standard. We had a brilliant presentation from Dudley from the virtual influencer agency last week, talking about some of these avatars that, as you can see, especially stuff on the right-hand side, getting very, very photoreal. So what happens when all brands have access to this for 15 quid a month? So what we're going to do is move from a human-led production, where we send, I don't know, 6 millennials on a plane to Rio to do a video of some footballer, taking selfies or something like that. You won't need to do that. We'll be able to create everything in motion graphics, in 3D, with synthetic media. And so the big budget ads that we see today will be made by small businesses. They'll be made by small brands, small businesses. Even the corner shop down the road has the capacity to make what we would consider like high-end, high-fidelity adverts right about now. So our view is synthetic advertising will become the new reality. If this is happening today, if this lovely lady can make herself look like this lovely lady, probably with just some technology that's available for free or on a smartphone, then what capacity does this give the ad industry to be a completely different type of business? Thank you very much.